Hey guys! Have you ever had a nail chip or rip or break? Isn't it the worst? Especially when you're trying to grow them out. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use dip powder to repair that broken nail and give it some strength. So make sure you guys stay tuned. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to even up where the nail is broken and try to get it as even as possible. And we are going to apply a thin layer of glue right here to give it a little bit of structure before we start with our dip powders. So you want to wait for your glue to be sufficiently dry before you start with your next step. So the first thing you want to do is push back the cuticle and get the area nice and ready to prep the nail for dip application. So after we've pushed back the cuticle, you want to remove the natural shine on the nail plate. And for that, I'm just going to use a hand file and I'm going to lightly go over the natural nail. Now in doing this step, you still want to be careful because the bond where you placed your glue is still fragile. Until we have our dip layers on there, you want to be very careful not to break it. So after we've finished prepping the nail, you're going to apply number 1. When applying your bond, you want to apply it to the entire natural nail plate. To build up the strength for this nail, we are going to be using natural dip powder. To adhere our layers of natural dip powder, we are going to apply base before each layer. For our first layer of base, we are going to cover 3/4 of the nail, and this is going to be our first structure layer. After each layer of powder, you want to make sure that you are dusting off any excess. So after our first layer is done, we are going to go in with our second layer of base and second layer of dip powder. For this layer, we are going to start a hairline away from the cuticle and cover the entire nail plate. Since I'm going to be finishing off this nail with a gel polish, I'm going to add another layer of natural powder just to give this nail a little bit more strength. So our next step is to apply Seal Protect to the layers of dip powder, and this is going to harden the powder that we have on there so that we are able to file. You want to apply this liberally, making sure that you have enough product to penetrate all the layers of dip powder. So you want to wait till it's sufficiently dry in order to go on to your next step. And a good way to figure this out is just to tap on the top of the nail. If you hear it click, you're good to go. So now that this nail is dry, I'm going to go in with my hand file and I'm going to file it back to a natural nail shape. Now because we are going to be adding gel polish to this nail, you want to eliminate the steps of buffing the nail and applying the second layer of Seal Protect. So after you're done filing and shaping the nail, you want to go straight into adding your gel polish. So for this nail, I'm going to be applying pixie dust, and this is a very beautiful gold glitter. So now I'm going to go in with my favorite top coat, and it's the Kiara Sky non-wipe top coat. As soon as it's done curing, you do not need to wipe off any inhibition layer. Your nail is good to go. Okay everyone, so now it's time for my last step, and that is to apply Nourish oil, and I'm going to apply this to the cuticle area. The great thing about the Nourish oil is it has vitamin E in it, and it's very nourishing to your client's skin. So go ahead and apply that and rub it in. And there you have it guys, a perfectly simple way to fix a broken nail. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!